But Magic, I had a question for you. Sure. We don't have too much time left, so I want to go quickly. Magic, you retired from the bar game about a year ago. You wrote a nice Facebook post about some of your frustrations. I think a lot of the DJs, younger guys, they look at the bar industry and they think like that's the mecca for DJing. Just talk about the bar industry, maybe some concerns, some pitfalls people can run into, and why you have chosen to just do your private events now.
So I just got to a point, man. I've been doing it forever, the day job, and then DJing, sometimes 3 nights a week, 3 different bars. And I just got to the point where I was exhausted. I just needed a break from the bars. I don't want to be negative, but when you've been doing it so long, you kind of get sick of the politics. You get sick of owner, you know what I mean? That might blame you for a night not being as busy, just all of that just kind of got to me. What do you want me to give tips about?
No, that's it, man. Could you talk about the politics of the bar industry a little bit? When you say the politics, what do you mean by that?
Politics and people that know the owner or just the owner in general, you know what I mean? They're opinionated, their opinions on what you should play and what you shouldn't play. And, everybody's went through that where, you had somebody you were working for that, might have been a little bit difficult. So yeah, just little things like that, man. Sometimes you see the regulars. Have you ever played at a bar where there was a regular, but he was a regular drunk asshole? So it's oh, he's a regular. It's yeah, my favorite regular, stuff like that, man. I've dealt with that. Obviously at the bar you deal with the requests and stuff. And honestly, it depends on what mood I'm in. Some nights, man, I love requests and I love trying to fit people's song in and make it work. Because when you do that, people are like, ooh, that's amazing. You know what I mean? It's stuff you've been doing forever. But if you can mix someone's song, make it work into your mix, into your flow, people appreciate it. And then there's some nights where you're just I just want to play. I just want to do me and not take requests. You know what I mean? So you have that. It's the negative and positive, man. Just depends on the night and the mood you're in. What else, Aaron?
No, I actually had a different question for Aaron. So Aaron, you've been at Brothers forever. Maybe you could share your experience, being with a single company for so long, and what have you done to make that work?
Well, I work at 2 different places, so shout out to Novaks and Brothers, and that's where I'd first lead in is a while ago, somebody gave us advice that was man, it's hard to work at the same place 2 nights in a row, and we can all attest for that.
That's a good one.
Absolutely.
And so try, if you can, spread yourself out. And it is much easier. Every whatever your night is, you're different, even if it's just slightly from whoever's on the other nights, right? And that can work out for everyone involved. Everyone can be their slight little breath of fresh air, right? So then moving on from that, how do you keep a gig? I just think it's simple. You just try. You go in there and you try to do your job, and you try to have that right blend of a little bit of partying and a little bit of business and a little bit of customer service on both ends.
Yeah, what we've always said to people, make sure you tip your bartenders that take care of you and all that, because they're the ones that talk about you the most in the bars. Depending, you know what I mean?
I work at a big.
I was hoping you guys talk about that.
What?
I said I was hoping you guys would talk about that. Is you're playing for the crowd, but there's also the staff who has to hear you every Friday, every Saturday, whatever it is.
Right.
I've always said
it's Saturday, fun playing for them.
The first most important people, man, really are the staff, dude.
No, I agree.
Promoters.
If they don't like you, then they're bitching to the manager that that they don't like you. So if you get them if you get the staff liking you, you take care of them, they'll take care of you. Take their requests. Yeah, play songs they like, and what I mean. It's just good customer service, man.
And that's anywhere you work.
Yeah, that's anywhere you work.
So going back to what Matt said about the politics of bars, it seems like what I've learned is that a lot of the bars have their own idea of what they want in a DJ. A lot of the younger DJs, I don't want to say they taken advantage of, but they're not aware of how a certain bar or company operates or what they're looking for in a DJ. So they might come in, play for a low rate, but then they're wondering why they're stuck there because
I know old people.
Well, first of all, you're not. Well, look, so like you guys, if you want a good DJ like MAJIK and DUCTAPE, and you have to pay this, right? And some bars want like a DJ that promotes, and maybe they're not as much concerned about the quality of mixing or the so every single spot is different, and I could understand your frustration with that, Matt, because I think maybe it would have been different too when Park Street.
Oh man, I just been doing it so long. I just needed a break, man. So that's what I did, and took some time off, and then started working at before COVID or whatever, the new 40 Deuce at Easton and Trism on Saturdays. But right now I'm playing in my basement.
Question for you guys. You've both participated in and won DJ battles. You're both really accomplished turntablists. I just wanted to know, like, what was your favorite battle? And then maybe for people who are trying to get into, like, the Red Bull 3 style or local battles, do you have any tips for them?
Man, I appreciate you being kind.
You both have one.
There y'all, excellent turntablists around the world.
Listen, dude.
What?
International superstars.
Yeah,
y'all are like y'all ever watch the Muppets and they have those two guys in the balcony? That's exactly who these two are.
Wait, is that the old guys? Old guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, seriously. What was your favorite battle? And
they all sucked.
Wow.
Battles are so stressful, dude.
I mean, come on, Mike. Yeah, act like you ain't called me.
What's stressful about it? The preparation or the actual?
Oh, everything, man. The preparation, the thinking and thought process putting into a set, man. Like it's awful. Like trying to take some things tricks you already do, but then combine them with other things and make it smooth. Yeah. Like you're telling a story. It's a pain.
Well, and nobody throws real battles anymore. They're all just gimmicks to try and bring business to a bar.
Yeah.
At a DJ's expense.
Right. Well, you got people like Bombay that are extremely good at it and do all the preparation, but the Bombay would say the same thing maybe about like a club set that you guys prefer, right? So like he prefers that. He prefers battle and
actually different
juggling.
from Bombay, because once he does develop those routines, he kind of uses them, repetitively. Right. And not saying he doesn't come up with new routines, but that's the thing about routines. A shout out to Eric, DJ Snipes. But Eric's a prime example. Eric's loaded with, songs that go well together back to back, maybe playing the 70s version that it was sampled on before he plays the newer, rapper version, right? But at the end of the day, he's only got so many combos. He seems to have a lot.
Going to my combo crate.
So like battle DJing, like in Bombay's sense, is very much like that. Those cats. I'm like, Mike, why are you changing your battle set from, battle to battle when Mike goes to the Bring My Bar Business battles? But and not saying some are legit, like those $5,000 ones. Yeah, that's a little something. But it's a lot of work, and people like
especially multiple night, man. Oh, like you got to come up with 2 sets or 3 sets.
Yeah, whoever won the 2006 DMC World Finals took that same set, maybe tweaked a little bit, from city to state to regionals or however it works, to nationals to world finals, right? And the meat and potatoes are the same.
Bombay be the first to tell you too. He's like, I don't want to play a club set. Yeah. Like I don't, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm come out. He came out with me and played with me last year when I did Granero for a short period of time. And, like he came out, not many people came in and he came out. So we just messed around. And so we were playing like some dope reggae and like a bunch of indie stuff. And that was fun. You know what I mean? And he was actually like mixing, you know what I mean? But he was, cutting and doing his thing.
Yeah, we had him at Sway one time, and I was actually impressed with the way he still implemented his juggling and scratching, but was able to play like, he would throw in All I Do Is Win, T-Pain, and stuff, and was able to keep what we had in there. So that's
he
cool.
DJ'd at Frogberry. He did really well playing
20 to 30 minutes.
Right, yeah.
It wasn't like
that's right. He did.
Yeah, like it's nothing he ain't done before though.
No,
Yeah.
he just doesn't. He
just doesn't enjoy it.
He just doesn't enjoy
Exactly.
But we do the same thing, you know. It's not like act like our meat and potatoes changes every fucking night. You know what I mean? You play the majority, you know, at least probably 50% can be similar, you know, if not at a different time. Unless I'm wrong, if you guys are playing 80% new music every 3 nights a week.
No way. My situation at Dahlia is different because Dahlia is EDM is Friday and then Saturday's open format. So playing the same venue is different there.
You play strictly EDM on Fridays?
Every show is different. It's usually our show night, and if we don't have a show night, they let me just play open format favored EDM, I guess.
I got you.
That makes sense.
So like EDM remix.
Yeah, you know, Joe Maz and that type of stuff.
All right, guys. Where can people find you on the internet?
I'm not on the internet.
You are on the internet.
What is the internet?
I tagged you.
Trying to not be. You can find Matt.
Sorry, man.
At his home address, 1370. No, I'm joking. 1377 Gilmore Way.
How about this? Is there any like YouTube videos that you guys playing, any shows or recaps or anything that people can find, or you know what I'm talking about?
There's some random things on YouTube. I think if you search my name, it's been a while since I've looked.
I made a video on how to modify that CD player to help other people.
There you go.
Modifying that CD player.
That's our technician right here. So I think, Mike, we need to attach the break beats mix to the podcast when we release this.
No, it's a good one. It's a good listen, man. Like it's just a good mix to listen. Like I've listened to it over and over again, man. Like
it'll make you speed.
Yeah.
It definitely will make you speed. I've like when I need to stay, if I'm like driving back from Cleveland after a gig, I'll usually throw that one on because it's nice and high energy. I'm not gonna fall asleep.
I put it on when I need some energy too. I'm like,
There's no backstory. That came out of thin air.
Yeah.
That came out of buying a lot of cool break beats off of Beatport.
I think Mike asked me about that forever ago. Like, man, you guys must have like really sat down and like, you know, got one with the earth when you put together. I was like, nah, man. Actually, Aaron was like, hey, got these sweet tracks, and I was like, hey, these are sweet. Let's make a mix.
Yeah.
I'll let the people watch and judge. It's a fantastic mixtape. The cuts are solid. It's well built. It's paced well. These guys are downplaying themselves, and I know it didn't come out of thin air as much as they want you guys to believe that. But I want to move on to the 614 releases. We had a couple this week. We had one Falling from Fear and Lowe is out on Obvious Records. Actually, that'll be out on July 16th, so we'll probably talk about that next week as well. And then You've Got Me by Entel. Entel's been releasing tracks almost weekly. He took a week off last week, but he released You've Got Me this week, and it's been putting out some great stuff. So make sure you check them out, and also check out at 614. They're doing everything as far as, you know, Columbus-based apparel.
They just released a bunch of new stuff too on their Instagram. If you're looking for new stuff, they like a lot of new shirt designs and stuff. So,
yep. But we appreciate having them as a partner here. Yep. We're gonna wrap it up, guys. You know, a lot of jokes thrown around, but you guys know how much respect I have for both of you. You know, definitely taught me, definitely taught James, definitely, like, you know, not even just the DJing side, like talking business. I was trying to get Matt to talk about it earlier, but just how to talk to bar owners about, you know, the money you make and how to deal with other DJs maybe trying to undercut.
Why didn't you just tell me that, man?
Because, man, I don't want to guide you too much. It's all good. You guys gave us great responses. But thank you for all that you guys have done for the DJ community, and wish you guys both the best.
Batter you up, man, and give him a smack.
Oh man!
All right, we expect better magic tricks next time, but
that's true. That's accurate. Do the one where you throw it through the door.
If I'm prepared, I can do some like visual stuff where I don't have to like need an audience.
Yeah, if only someone would have sent you a document listing all the things we were going to talk about on Tuesday.
Mike, next time you
Did
know
it say
better.
on there? Did it really say on there? Do that?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Like Aaron said, like 5
But hey, it's all good. This was very successful.
We're gonna keep this going. We may have you guys back. You know, we gotta have Masha back, and I'm sure she'll do it at DUCTAPE's house. Magic, you can come over.
That's your opportunity to do magic on Masha.
We'll give you 2 months notice.
Hey, and next time instead of a rock, make a video.
But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for being on here and busting our chops a little bit.
Congrats, DUCTAPE. You guys stay safe.
Good to see you, man.
Peace.
Love you guys.
Bye, guys.